given us the sort of general view, if you like, of your company, but there is a lot of nitty-gritty that people care about. Safety certificates, for example. How do the people who are watching this video know that you've got everything? Because you can claim to have everything, but how do they double check that?
Well, they can ask for the information from operators like ourselves, whichever transport operator they may select. The key criteria is maintenance and good maintenance of the fleets, and all vehicles are governed by VOSA, the Vehicle Operator Services Agency, and that is judged. They have a maintenance score, if you like, based off MOT pass rates, servicing, which is carried out monthly, and they can ask for a copy of that, and it's scored on a traffic light system. It's red, amber, green, and green is good for go, amber's not so good, and red is dangerous. And you want all your operators to be in the green area, really.
And I understand that you, in terms of insurance, which everybody has to have, are quite open about all this and quite willing to share your insurance certificates with the public, which isn't the norm, really, is it?
Well, it's not. At the end of the day, you know, the proof of the pudding's in the eating, and school teachers can ask operators for their insurance claims record just to see what incidents they've had, because most companies, if they're a little bit not safe, let's say, they probably wouldn't want to disclose those, whereas safe operators, they've normally got an insurance claims record of around 40%, less than 60%. Most insurance brokers bank on operators claiming back 60% in cost for claims. Yeah. And this compensation culture we live in, we've sort of counteracted that really with safe driving, with driver training, with CCTV on board the systems, and our insurance claims record is actually probably one of the lowest in the industry.
And the vehicles themselves, of course, I assume are state of the art, are they?
Yes, they are. On the school buses, through Transport for Greater Manchester now, through our school contracts, we're actually bringing out state-of-the-art hybrid electric environmentally friendly vehicles. So it's all sort of space age stuff in some of the fleet.
So the teachers might actually enjoy the trip as well as the kids then?
The drivers always ensure the teachers enjoy the trip. You know, we want a happy family, because these days a lot of teachers now, they have classroom assistants, they have parents coming on board, so that they have a high ratio of adults to the school children for monitoring.
We know that, and I certainly know because I've been a school governor, that actually organising a school trip can be a bit of a nightmare, because you're often asking people, even parents who are virtually volunteers, to look after the organisation of a trip like this. And there's things like risk assessments, there's the things about the planning of the day, and I believe your company takes care of a lot of that and makes it very easy for schools to organise trips.
Yes, we do. We actually produce a tips booklet for school teachers, head teachers, classroom assistants, just basically to have a free tips guide on how to plan the day. That's how to recruit operators that are safe, with safe vehicles and good maintenance, how to recruit operators with good drivers who go the extra mile and have got all the criteria, and basically how to plan the day. That's from planning, organising the trips to maybe Chester Zoo or Blackpool Tower, from start to finish, and we have that in a tips booklet which is on our website.
And you've got a booklet here, Fantastic School Trips, which you've written and put together.
Yes.
There's quite a lot of stuff in there, but it's not like hard work. It's not like reading the small print on a contract.
No, it's not.
This is quite straightforward, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's basically 57 top tips to plan this perfect school trip. It's on our website. It just covers all the basic criteria of a trip. And at the end of the day, it gives some tips on how to carry out the day, from start to the middle to the end, so people remember the day for years to come.
There's things in here that seem fairly obvious. I mean, I'm just flicking through it now. Check out the reviews on Google Places of where you're going to. But sometimes when you're in the midst of doing all this and it's a bit of a nightmare for you and you think, never done this, where do I start? Something like that might just hit a course. Do that. So it's useful on lots of different levels, isn't it?
It certainly is. Obviously, you know, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Customers who have not travelled with Belle Vue before may be wondering what our past experiences have been like. Well, we have customer testimonials, we have to have sales forms, and people can just go on Google, type in Belle Vue coaches, and see numerous reviews there from passengers.
I like this one. Make it fun. You should always make it fun, shouldn't you? And you've got CCTV on board as well, so you know the risk factors, if ever there were any, are really minimised, aren't they?
They certainly are. We live in a compensation culture society now, Ian, and basically if there was an incident with another vehicle and you get fraudulent claims, we've got CCTV that we can record, and it shows exactly what happened. And it just helps us assess each journey sometimes. We have a team of people who review that, and we can do further driver training to make future trips more safe.